I feel like on dating shows, you get that kind of like energy where it's like, oh my God, you just met. Why are you so forward? Or like, and I love that you were like, I'd be down for a threesome. And like mentioned it with Louis and Sandy. You're like, wait, just join me with the couple. Like,
Okay, wait. Let me put this on the table. A throuple was never on the table in the that was Louis' mind going.
Got it.
Yeah,
got
no,
it, got
that
it.
was not on the table.
Welcome to Previously On. I'm Steph.
I'm Alexa.
Today we have a very special guest.
This is someone who is on this season of Perfect Match. Please welcome Alex Zamora.
Hi guys.
I'm so excited you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. We do.
So what has been new? Any new updates since we last saw you on the show? I know it's been a while and you're kind of watching it back, reliving the process. What has that been like?
How has it been watching it back?
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting, right? Because like I had my own experience and how I thought everything was gonna go, and just, you know, we'll get into that. Let me not get ahead of myself. But it's been really fun and a really good experience, and I have a really great support system. So, you know, even though maybe, can I say spoilers?
Yeah.
Even though, you know, I didn't necessarily make it into the house, you know, everyone's hyping me up. And my castmates were hyping me up. I found out, you know, the behind the scenes of like, oh my God, she's so hot. So.
By far, out of everyone that came in the house, I feel like everybody was starstruck by your beauty. I even watching was like, oh, shit's about to go down. Like, did you feel like you went in with a strategy and was kind of like, oh, everyone like very confident because you felt that vibe, or did you have no idea what they were thinking?
Oh, that's a good question. Overall, I would say I'm a really confident person, so I do come into any room with like a lot of energy and just like, yeah. But in that scenario, though, a lot of people don't realize Perfect Match is a really strategic show, and it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm gonna find the love of my life, you know? But I did go in and I'm like, okay, well, now that I'm on the date with Louis, I think he is the easiest to crack. But there were a few other connections that nobody got to see in conversations. And so there were a few different avenues. I'm like, oh, okay, I can get in this easy. But those girls were holding on for dear life.
Yeah, they were committed. I feel like during the mixer, like obviously things got turned around. Like were you coming in being like, okay, this is how I'm going to get into the house? Like, because I think it came off on screen too, especially with Louis and Sandy, that like Sandy was like, oh, he's fine. Throw anyone at Louis. And then it cuts to like literally Louis.
No, Netflix's post yesterday was so messy. I wasn't even on my phone all day. I was driving and whatever. And my friend sent that to like multiple group chats, sent it all to me, and I opened it and I was like,
did you have any idea? Like, were you like, oh, I'm going to steal this guy from her? Or was it more of just like, oh, like things are going great with Louis. Like, I hope we'll be a match. Like, what was going through your head at the time?
So much. I think going into the date, I wanted to be respectful because the narrative around me is, oh my gosh, she's not a girl's girl. She's horrible. She's a bad person. Like, I'm still getting this, whatever. But I am a girl's girl. So I went into it and I'm like, okay, well, if he's telling me this one thing that they're super close and they're closed off, kind of, essentially, this is the vibe he was giving me. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna push my limits. But once I had a chance to get into the house and actually see them interact, I was like, oh, what are we doing here?
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, well, now that I didn't get chosen in the house after my date, I'm like, I'm coming back at it, 10 toes down. I'm ready to steal him away. Yeah.
Obviously, like their dynamic was like pretty established, like when you got in there. But what's something that you noticed about their dynamic specifically that you don't think like cameras captured?
I think the cameras captured it pretty well. If you look at everybody's comments online, it's giving like mommy and child vibes.
Yeah.
She's so mature, you know. She, and the age gap is huge, and the age gap is huge with Louis and myself also. But I think I just didn't, the chemistry wasn't there. And so I think the stark difference of my date with Louis, everyone was like, oh, it's a no-brainer. He's going to choose Alex. And he did want to.
Yeah. I mean,
but
clearly.
I think everybody played it a little bit safe.
Do you think Louis didn't choose you because he thought he'd have a better chance of winning Perfect Match with Sandy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were too much of a risk because you were new, you think?
Yeah, but I just, for me, I yeah, it's fun and I'm going into it with an open mind and whatever, but it's like you're not even fighting for a cash prize. Like you have to go on a trip with somebody that if you win, you go on a trip. So it's like if you're not actually like,
there's no point.
you're lame.
Yeah.
Whenever someone's on a show, I always wonder, like, do you think they described you or portrayed you as who you are? You say that you're really confident, and I obviously get that vibe when you're in here. Do you think that there was anything about you on the show that they didn't show that you wanted more of on screen?
100%. Yeah. Everyone already has seen the sexy vixen, like, oh, steal your man vibe energy from Temptation Island. And that was the first debut of like Alex Zamora. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And I did get a lot of comments online already. And I love reading the comments, honestly. People are like, don't read the comments. You're going to like hurt your own feelings. Like, you can't hurt my feelings. I've heard it all. I've heard a lot of comments that are like, oh, I wish she came out with different energy, which I don't necessarily agree with that, because if I'm being genuine and authentic to myself, I am really sex positive. I'm very confident. I'm very comfortable in my sexuality, obviously, of like what I do and everything. But yeah, that's never going to change. Sorry to break it to you. That's not going to change. I do lead with sexual chemistry if the sexual chemistry is there. That's just, as a woman, you just do that naturally. 100%. But did I have a bunch of conversations that were actually had substance throughout the show? 100%. And people don't realize, right? Like, you're only seeing 1% of the footage, maybe, out of being filmed all day, every day for so long. It's like they do put what they want to make it make sense.
You wish you had just,
because there was so much sexual tension between Louis and myself. So obviously that's what they want to showcase, because that was, I think, lacking with his dynamic with Sandy.
Saying, wow, that was bars.
Yeah.
So with like because obviously I was like, that was awesome. So I honestly respect that so much too, because I feel like on dating shows you get that kind of like energy where it's like, oh my God, you just met, why are you so forward? Or like, and I love that you were like, I'd be down for a threesome, and like mentioned it with Louis and Sandy. You're like, wait, just join me with the couple. Like,
okay, wait. Let me put this on the table. A throuple was never on the table in the that was Louis' mind going.
Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
That was not on the table. But I was talking about like my future husband. So
got it.
Yeah.
So that's something you would do with someone you're already committed to. You would do like a throuple threesome situation, not on a
vibes,
show.
but like I don't want to know the girl's name. Like
okay.
I thought
vibe. Not like throuple.
I definitely.
I'm still territorial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real.
I definitely got the vibe that it was like a.
Yeah, that was Louis' narrative.
Yeah, Louis' narrative stuck for sure.
I'm sure he would have loved that. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, a perfect match throuple? That could be.
It'd be fun though. Like Sandy's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
love it.
Forget her name. Yeah. God.
Like I'm still the main chick.
You're the main.
It's
okay.
I'm not
I get
sharing
that.
in that.
I think fans would be shocked by that, because when I was watching it, I genuinely thought that you were giving off that, but like, I'd be down.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's actually good to clear up.
Yeah, thank you.
It was just
thank you
Louis.
for that question.
Yeah. Like, well, actually perfect.
Since leaving the show, what's the most unexpected thing that's happened in your life? We can go from DMs, we can go from connections you've made on the side, like things within the show with other castmates and maybe conversations you've had.
It's been some time.
That's a good question. I think my friendships with my girls that I'm closest with on the show was a little bit unexpected. Going into a show like Perfect Match, it's like the all-stars of reality TV, and you're putting so many big personalities in one place. And with Temptation Island, right, that's 12 girls in one place with big personalities. But especially Perfect Match, I go into it kind of like as a lone wolf in my head. I'm not really like there necessarily to make friends. If I do, great. If not, then great. I make the experience what it is. But I came out with like really, really good friends. And people, I think a lot of the times will question online, like, oh, is that just fake for views? Like, are they just posting together because they want to like keep the show going? But You know, I made like really, really, really good friends, and my core group talks every day.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah.
Because you definitely see on TikTok and stuff, you're like, wait, are they actually friends?
Yeah,
I really
and that's
like
something
knowing
I
that.
think about to myself when I watch other shows. I'm like, are they like actually still
Wait, that's
friends?
so
Right. Or doing like collabs just to get
Mhm.
the views. Oh my God. So who is like the core group then that you left the show with?
Me, QT, Hannah, Justine, Olivia.
Love.
Yeah. And I'm so bummed because QT and Hannah didn't get to show their dates. They got cut.
I
But
know. I
They were so
noticed
cool.
that. Yeah.
They're
I was
really,
like, they
really
did like their little intro and blurbs, and then I like forgot that they were there until like the end, and I was like, oh my God, wait. I was like, wait, Hannah and QT like weren't on it at all. So, but oh my gosh, I know. And Hannah's like preggo now.
I know, my girl.
I'm like, a lot has happened since this
Yeah,
season.
who's the baby daddy?
I know.
don't
I'm
know.
very looking forward to hearing.
Everyone's jumping on that bandwagon though for clout.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Chase's TikTok.
Okay.
Who's the baby daddy?
Side-eye.
Not
Not
you
UK,
for sure.
Yeah. You wish it was.
Right.
Aw, wait, that makes me so happy that you got a good girl group from that. Because,
No, I love them. Like, we will be friends forever.
I definitely didn't like get that from the season two because like when you go into that show specifically, it looks like it's like obviously claws out, and that's so awesome.
Oh,
that you had,
100%.
like actual connections with the girls of all.
Yeah. I mean, it is claws out because you're still fighting for like to
Of
try to get into the house. But,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you gravitate towards the people that you do. And like, I don't know. I love the girls.
mm-hmm. Are there any other guys that you like wish you maybe tried to explore to get into the house? Or
That's a messy question. Without, I guess, spilling too much. Okay, a few guys caught my eye off rip. I did already say on another podcast, I told AD, she's good, like, I'm not going after Ollie because you guys brought me into the house.
Yeah.
I'm cool, like, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. I appreciate you bringing me in even though you didn't want to.
Mhm.
I have something unexpected, I guess. Okay, so when I realized that things weren't exactly going to work with like Louis, I started to go after Scott. Because Scott's like fire. He's pretty spicy as a person and he's just fun. And I think like the UK banter, I really like the UK banter. Like Louis and I's banter is hilarious. Like I
Yeah.
wish you guys did get to see more of us interacting because it was really just funny. And then I guess another guy on the cast that just like everybody is obsessed with and loves is Freddie.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
is the biggest sweetheart. He's the sweetest human
He's
being I've ever met in my entire life, and everyone just like loves him. And we're like, what are you doing on reality TV? Like you're so
Yeah.
nice and like a genuinely just good person.
Wait, that makes me feel happy because he's actually probably one of my favorite guys on this season.
Yeah.
Just because him and Madison are literally just like there on vacation. Like I feel like they're causing no
they're just booed
drama.
up.
Yeah, they were just immediately clicked. He came back. It was like no question. They were just gonna get back together. So that's good to hear that he's at least a genuine nice guy.
I would have loved, you know, to see him explore a little bit more.
That's fair.
I didn't watch all the scenes that I wasn't in, to be honest. I just skip quite a bit. But
Iconic moves
Yeah.
only.
but I think maybe him and Rachel in my mind would have been a little bit cute because she's very sweet. And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
now I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, I like her with Ray. I think they have a cute, bubbly energy. I'm glad that she didn't go with Carrington. I think that wouldn't have worked out, like, for sure wouldn't have worked out.
I didn't even watch their scenes. I know that wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Ray is like the homie. Like I love Ray. Yeah.
Wait, good. Okay, yeah.
I
He
love
also gives off very
I
genuine.
forgot about that was even a thing.
you're like,
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
I only
forgot
remember
about
because
that.
of Rachel Ray when they were like, "We're Rachel Ray." 'Cause Rachel Ray. Yeah, that's the
okay,
only
okay,
reason I'm
okay.
like, it stuck. But
I do wish Freddie would have explored a little bit more too, though. I was thinking the same
I
thing.
said that out loud.
Yeah.
To Madison's face. Yeah.
I really
let him go.
Yeah. No. Well, I was just like, oh, if I could see any couple split up, it would be you two.
Yeah, I feel like
But I was just being real. I wasn't trying to be a bitch. I'm just.
No, it's
no,
fair.
I feel like that's
know?
the best part about the show is I feel like you really came off as like saying like what you feel.
Oh, I
Like, they
do,
didn't have that before
100%.
until you got in there. Even when they're like trying to put you in the house, you can tell that like everyone's like super intimidated, but we had no idea what your personality was like. Then you came in and it's like, oh, Got it.
But I'm really nice. I'm a
Totally.
very nice person, but like I will say what's on my mind. I'm from the East Coast originally. I'm a New Yorker at heart. So I definitely am very blunt. And there were a lot of things you actually didn't see.
You can always say it.
We-
And we can
yeah, we
edit
can-
it out,
Okay.
too.
Yeah, like Sandy and I kind of like went at it in the house, but they didn't put that in.
Like describe. We can cut it out if you say later you don't want us to have it in.
I called her out because she was the part where I was like looking over the ledge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was like yelling. She was like crying and screaming and yelling.
Was she
Yeah.
like intimidated? By
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
told me that later, and she's like, "I'm sorry, that was a lot." And I'm like, "No, you're good." And we're cool. We're cool.
Yeah, I feel like
And we're like, damn, we
before-
wish we would have seen it because it would have been funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
We both were talking about it after the fact. Yeah.
I genuinely believe you're the only person that came in the house that like, yeah, obviously everyone shook things up when they came in the house, but with like verbally, you were like, I think this, I think this. I think that they were like not used to that at all. And that was like refreshing to watch.
And it's hard to
Go in there and say
go in there and you don't know who's who, you know, it's a lot. You're meeting so many people. You don't know who's paired up with who and how long they've been together and who already switched.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have a lot of time. That's what a lot of people do. They're like, well, you got rejected. I'm like, I had an hour.
Literally.
Like, to change people's minds that they've been paired up for, who knows how long, you know?
Oh, so the mixer was only like an hour long?
Well, like, the date was an hour, and then, I don't know, the like, when you come into the house after the fact, like, you don't have that much time, you know?
Yeah.
So when, as a viewer, you're looking at it, you're like, wow, they're really throwing themselves at these people. Like, you kind of have to.
Right.
Because I'm going to sit in the corner, and then it's like, oh, pick me, please.
Right.
Choose
Right.
me, love me.
Yeah.
No, we don't have enough time for that.
I don't got time for that. Like, I'm trying to be in your bed tonight. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
On top of it too, do you ever like, for me personally, and I bet Alexa too, if we went in there, I'd be like, wait, I'm on TV and I have to think about how I'm going to do strategy. Did you ever have that issue where you're like, wait, I'm like, how am I being perceived, if that makes sense?
Oh, no. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. No.
Okay.
That's one thing about me. A lot of people online, they're split. I think half people like absolutely love me and my authenticity and my genuine nature of myself, and then half are like, this girl is a crazy psycho bitch. Which, like, it's fine. And if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. But one thing about me, I will always be super authentic and genuine to who I am, and I don't really care how I'm perceived.
That's me. I don't
Yeah.
feel like that was the case though.
I forget I'm on TV. I'm just like, this is a fun little simulation.
See, that's perfect.
Fine. Yeah, I think a lot of people, you're right, like go in and overthink. And I think I would too. I'm like, okay, I can't say anything that's going to get cut weird or like, but then sometimes.
On
But
top
the
of like,
reality of it is, like, they can cut it anyway. So even if
Yeah.
you didn't, like, you can make it however
but
they
the
want.
girls like that you were with, I definitely think they're thinking that before they speak. They're like, wait, how am I going to be perceived? Oh, we have 4 minutes. Okay.
I'm the ones that are so fast.
I know. I'm like, we could talk for hours.
I can literally, for hours.
So what's next for you? What have you been up to since? I know there's been a lot of other things that have come up within the group, but for you specifically, what have you been up to?
For me specifically, I have a lot of exciting things. I'm working on getting into the fashion world. I want to get more into scripted acting. If I do more reality TV, it really has to make sense.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying Love Island. I'm like terrified of the fans. I don't.
You
I think
wouldn't
you'd
do
be
it.
great
It's
for that.
And I would.
Kill
You
it.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Peacock.
I don't know. It's just scary. Their fan base is just like it's terrifying. Don't pull up my 4th grade yearbook picture, please.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
literally that trend online where it's
Yeah.
like, thanks mom, now I can never go on Love Island because they dressed up as
crazy.
like I don't know who.
I know. Yeah.
As like
yeah. I've seen that. Yeah. No. Yeah. Fashion. I want to get into acting. I want to get into music. I just want to like do all the creative things. I come from like a business background. I actually used to work in like tech, but a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. And then I just quit to do social media. So now I'm really just going for it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I could totally see you on Love Island though. You'd kill it.
Oh my god, yeah, you'd be such a good.
You probably know a
CEO.
person. So
Like, well,
if anyone knows a person, it's you guys.
Perfect. We'll link you up with that. Oh my gosh. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
This has
thank
been
you.
This was so
much
fun.
fun.
I like got a lot of intel that I like really wanted to know.
Yes, you're welcome back literally anytime.
Amazing. Thank you
I'm
guys.
excited to see the finale.
Oh yeah, as am I.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This was previously on.
Stay tuned for the next step.
Bye.
Bye.